All right, today we're going to dive into a company called Become Digital, and their mission is, well, it's absolutely massive. They want to build the core identity infrastructure for emerging markets. Now, this isn't just about some cool new tech. We're talking about building the literal foundation for the entire digital economy. Let's unpack how they plan to do it.
But here's the thing, before you can build that future, you have to get real about the present. And the reality is, the way we handle digital identity right now isn't just a little out of date, it's completely, fundamentally broken.
And this really says it all. The whole concept of digital identity is just shattered. You need to forget that old image of some lone hacker in a hoodie. That's not the world we live in anymore. We are now facing industrialized fraud. Think about that. AI factories that do nothing but churn out fake identities. Deep fakes that are so good they're scary. And even fraud-as-a-service platforms where anyone can just buy the tools to commit cybercrime. The game has completely changed.
And the financial industry? They are getting hammered. A staggering 92% of financial institutions were hit by identity fraud in just the last year. This isn't just some background noise, it's a full-on epidemic.
And this epidemic has a very, very high price tag. We're talking an average loss of $600,000 per incident. That is a direct hit to the bottom line that can absolutely cripple a company's ability to grow.
So, where is this battle raging the hardest? Let's zoom in on the absolute epicenter of this crisis, Latin America.
Latin America is ground zero. Here, fraud isn't just an annoyance. It's become a force of pure economic destruction. It's actively preventing financial inclusion and literally choking the life out of the region's digital growth. This is where a tech problem blows up into a massive economic crisis.
And it's spreading fast. A 311% surge in account takeovers in Mexico alone. You're seeing similar triple-digit explosions in Brazil and Colombia. This isn't a small fire. It's a wildfire, and it is burning completely out of control.
But here's the twisted part. In trying to fight this fraud, companies have basically declared war on their own customers. They've built these incredibly complex security systems that just frustrate and push away legitimate users. And the result? A whopping 68% of people just give up and leave. You end up losing the very customers you want while trying to block the ones you don't. It's a losing game.
So, you have rampant fraud on one side and you have your good customers walking away on the other. It's a total catch-22. But what if there's a way to break that cycle? Let's take a look at how Become Digital's AI-powered solution offers a much smarter way out.
You know, the real beauty of their solution is how simple it is. For the user, it's just a seamless three-step thing. You submit your information, their AI does its thing behind the scenes, and you get an instant decision, yes or no. It's fast, it's secure, and for the good guys, it's completely frictionless.
And behind that super simple interface is an absolute powerhouse of technology. This is like a peek under the hood. The AI is pulling in a ton of different data, official documents, biometrics, even records from the government and telecom companies. Then it uses advanced computer vision and machine learning to calculate a super precise risk score. Basically, it stops fraud right at the front door.
Now, a powerful product is a great start, but a powerful product in a market that's at a tipping point, that's the recipe for explosive growth. And this market isn't just big, it is screaming for a solution right now.
The timing for this could not be more perfect. We are smack in the middle of a perfect storm. You have AI-powered fraud just scaling exponentially, you have every business on Earth shifting to digital onboarding, and you have a wave of new regulations coming in. All these forces are converging at once to create this unprecedented demand.
And the scale of this opportunity? It's just massive. We're looking at a $52 billion global market. But the real prize, the immediate, high-stakes fight, is happening in Latin America. And that's the market Become Digital is perfectly positioned to dominate.
So what makes them the winner here? This chart really tells the whole story. They have this unique mix of strengths that nobody else can match. AI-powered verification, exclusive deals for government data, a super smooth verification process through WhatsApp, the whole package. The big global companies, they don't have the local knowledge. The local players, they don't have this level of tech. Become Digital is in a league of its own.
Okay, so we've seen the problem, we've seen the solution, and we've seen the market. So let's get right down to it. The proof, the potential, and the ask.
So this isn't just a great idea on a slide deck. It is a thriving business. Right now, they're already pulling in $1.5 million in annual recurring revenue. That's not just traction. That is a loud and clear signal from the market saying, yes, we need this.
And that $1.5 million in revenue, it's on a rocket ship. They are doubling their revenue year over year. That's not just growth, that's explosive momentum. It proves they have a model that is incredibly scalable and profitable.
And this is where all that momentum is headed. This chart lays out a clear path to $20 million in revenue by 2029. That's fueled by a mind-blowing 95% compound annual growth rate. We're not talking about growth anymore. This is a hyper-growth trajectory.
To fuel this incredible growth and really seize this huge market opportunity, they are raising a $2 million seed round.
And they've got a crystal clear, three-part plan for that money. First, they're going to double down in Latin America and achieve total market dominance. Second, they're making a strategic expansion into the huge U.S. market. And third, they're going to keep investing in their core AI to make their competitive advantage even bigger. It's a smart, focused plan to build a global leader.
So it all comes down to this: a $2 million raise to take a regional champion and turn it into a global powerhouse. They're not just building a company. They are building the identity infrastructure for the next wave of digital economies. The question isn't if this future gets built, it's who is going to build it. And with a proven product, a massive market, and a clear vision, Become Digital is making a very compelling case that the future is theirs for the taking.